Welcome to the 28th Annual New Canaan Cares Home Tour. We're so glad to have you join us on this time-honored New Canaan tradition, which, like many other things, is quite a bit different this year. We are now hybrid. What exactly does hybrid mean? It means that in a few moments you'll be watching a virtual production of 3 interiors, and in the spring we hope you'll join us for an in-person outdoor tour.
We'd like to take a moment to thank last year's sponsors who stood by us when we had to cancel our tour in the spring. Hannah Co., Sterling Mills, Brooks & Filatico, Yankee Custom Builders, Dean Inc., Rand Insurance, and many, many more. Thank you so much. This year's generous sponsors will share their expertise and the projects they did on each of the individual homes. You will have an opportunity to see and hear from each one.
One thing this past year has taught us is that we cannot predict the future. Another thing we've learned is that our homes are really important to us. We are spending more time at home than ever before, playing, working, and living oh so close together with our loved ones.
Due to this, certain design trends have emerged. We will be highlighting those in the 3 featured homes.
The property has a park-like feel to it. Even though the home is a new build, the architect and builder envisioned creating a modern farmhouse that feels as if it's been on the plot of land for a very long time. The trees just seem to have grown up around it. The homeowner said, "I love walking around my home and feeling that our history is a part of it." Scatino Architects understood how important that was to us. When the construction was done, Sage and Ginger came in and added modern art, cool lighting fixtures, soft furnishings, and worked with me to choose wallpaper, fabrics, and help bring the beautiful finishing touches. Art and aesthetics. Everyone's redecorating and adding color, incorporating natural elements and light into their homes, which we all know is essential to our health and mental well-being. Painting, knocking down walls, changing up furniture, moving decorative pieces around, and adding art on walls that were once bare. This dresser has moved over the years and was repurposed in this house by retrofitting it into a bathroom vanity with a sink. Kitchen living. Everyone is cooking more than ever before. Kitchens need to be user-friendly, modern, simple, and most important, easy to clean.
Good lighting, strong Wi-Fi, multiple computer screens are a must.
Mudrooms. Let's leave all the germs at the door. Bigger and better mudrooms were already in vogue, but now they've become more essential than just nice to have. Such a cool bathroom. Oh my gosh, chalk graffiti on the walls?
In the mudroom, there are very old bricks reclaimed from New York City buildings. They look like they've been there for 100 years. Each one is unique, and if you look around closely, you can even see some names in them. When the quarantine hit and the children went remote, like so many others, their open-plan living spaces were challenging. They turned to a good friend, Jim Alagna, and he came and modified their basement into a working space for the children to carry on e-learning. A favorite feature in this house is an originally planned closet turned book nook. The homeowner felt they had enough storage, so they challenged Scatino Architects, and they creatively turned what could have been an awkward transition area into a beautiful, naturally lit space that invites the passerby to sit and pull a book off the shelf. Aside from these home trends that have emerged, the most important silver lining is a new appreciation for our loved ones and family time. Dinners together, long walks, game nights, family movies, and so much more.
Hi, my name is Judy Phillips, and I'm the new Executive Director of New Canaan Cares. I'm at the helm of this special nonprofit, which has deep roots in the New Canaan community. For over 40 years, Cares has been working tirelessly to execute our important mission, advancing the health and well-being of youth and families right here in town. Over the last year, we, along with the rest of the world, have had to adjust the way we offer our programs and services. With virtual programming, Cares has been given the opportunity to work with New Canaan families right in their homes, making this year's home tour even more meaningful to us.
Hello, I'm Stacy Walker, the Education and Program Coordinator, and along with Judy, we are responsible for continuing to bring relevant and responsive educational programs that empower our youth strengthen families, and build community. We are able to provide programs free of charge with the support of our local donor base and strong partnerships with a variety of nonprofits, local businesses, government agencies, and the schools. Since September, we have covered everything from friendships and screen time to puberty and substance use, from healthy relationships and successful study tips to mental health during COVID. We are here for New Canaan and hope to help families for years to come.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Tonkovich, and you are in my gallery, Tonk. I'm in New Canaan, and I've been here since early December, and I just want to let you guys know a little bit about the space and the creation of Tonk. I was originally going to be on the New Canaan Cares House tour last year, and of course a little thing called COVID happened, and that's when I was going to launch Tonk. And it really prompted me to think about a gallery space in town and to start creating my own studio and having my own works of art for people. And what I feel like now is during these difficult times that people crave, they crave creativity, they crave looking at color, having discussions about it, and thinking more about their homes. One of the biggest things I love about Tonk is I have a lot of young people that come in, and it's so nice for me because they are engaged, they are asking questions about the texture, the story behind the pieces, how did I come up with even blending certain colors, and it is such a learning experience for young people. And then also, I work in the window at Tonk, and I've gotten used to people. My studio's set up in the window, and I've gotten used to people staring in at me, and I'll be lost in thought for moments, just really working on colors, and I'll look up and there's 5 people looking in, and that really proves the point that people are craving that interaction and bringing homes back to life again. So I'm hoping that I can work with people to do that. The big thing about Tonk is making it fun. So this space had to feel like my home, which I'll talk a little bit about. And so I have fun pops of color everywhere. I have a fireplace roaring, because what's more welcoming than a fireplace that I graffitied. I'm here a lot, so I wanted to make it feel like my home. I have my record player going all the time with my old vinyls. Of course, like fun chairs, and of course there's my gold toilet, because everyone needs a gold toilet. Our family moved into our house 11 years ago. It's a federal style, very traditional white house. And so we have this fun pop of color that's a green door that you'll see. I was trying to preserve the integrity of it being an old home. So there are floorboards that are from 300-year-old a specimen tree, and that were brought in from homes in Massachusetts. There's some antiques that really ground the home, because I love antiques, but I also love glamour. So the house, I mean, we have a busy household. I have 2 dogs, 3 kids, and nothing is too precious. What Tonk is really all about is casual glamour. And we have one piece in the house that is, it's a 300-year-old hutch. And so I mimicked the woodworking from that hutch into this grand new space that used to have train tables and a bouncy castle. And now it's this beautiful gallery space. we wanted to detail the artwork, and the artwork is going to be the pops of color. So you'll see a lot of creams, and I wanted to have the woodworking really stand out. We gutted the space, so everything in that room, and in most places in my house, that woodworking craftsmanship that ML Builders has brought to life has been newly installed to make the home really feel grounded in that traditional root. So I want to show you, when you add the pieces of art, how that room is really tied together and comes to life. And when I know that I've taken down art, and then you have this blank slate, and the second that I add a couple of pieces up, it really brings that room to life, and all of the other features in that room pop. Also in that room, you'll see some fun ceiling features, and there's some mirror fixtures on the ceiling, and I worked with ML Builders, master craftsmen, helping me create that same woodworking that you see throughout the house, even in my kitchen. So in the kitchen, we updated it to have this beautiful Cabernet, like a very good glass of Cabernet color. And then we worked with stone and tile techniques in New Canaan to do all of the stonework. And they did a fantastic job. And we also have new flooring. And I wanted something that was more of an interesting design on the floor, to add, like, every piece in my house, whether it be a vase, whether it be a table, a pillow, it all has to stand by itself and in a way become a piece of art. There are pops of colors that very much modernize the home, and they work in harmony. Don't be afraid of having an aqua color and a Cabernet color, or there's maybe a navy color that's brought in. Also, don't be afraid of mixing different types of textures. If you're going to stay with a specific color, so let's just say white, for example, make sure that there's layers of texture that's in that space, so there's some interest when someone walks into that room and you're not bored with the space 2 years later. So when you look at a space, make sure that you're really thinking about the openness of the space and how the different rooms speak to one another. You don't have to have a whole big open floor plan, but having spaces that really can complement one another if you're have a big family, or if you need a space where you're gonna have like a quiet area. So it's really just thinking about what your home represents functionally. It wasn't until we added those fun pieces, personal touches of art that tied in the different rooms, until it really felt like a home. So I will say, bring art to your life. It's the time to embrace it while we're getting out of this pandemic. And I want everyone to feel like they have sparkle and happiness in their home and love art as much as I do.
Hello, I'm Kristen Jimsky, Chair of the New Canaan Cares Board of Directors. For 42 years, New Canaan Cares has served our community, focusing on health and wellness of the families who live here. Cares listens to the needs of the community and provides responsive opportunities to educate parents, grandparents, and youth on a myriad of topics. Through lectures, book talks, podcasts, leadership opportunities, as well as resources on our website, we provide education and support for all ages and stages of human development. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the people who have volunteered for CARES over the years. Whether you are a board member, a parent representative, on the annual appeal committee, or a home tour volunteer, your support has helped CARES thrive. To those of you who love CARES and our programming, I encourage you to get involved. We are always looking for talented, caring community members willing to support and fulfill our mission. Thank you for your generosity and support. I look forward to seeing you at the home tour in May and at CARES programs in the future.
So my name is Varnia, and I started my architectural office in 1975, which means a lot of practice. And over the years, we've gotten really good at it. On my right is my associate Bill, who did most of the work. I got all of the credit. I call him the quiet man in the office because he just puts his head down and works, and he did a great job.
My name is Gil Hein. I'm an architect. I've been working for Dinyar for 12 years, practicing primarily in Fairfield County. Wadi Associates is a residential design firm practicing for over 40 years in New Canaan, Connecticut.
I came into this project by default. I met a broker who was trying to sell the house, and she conveyed my thoughts to the broker of the client, and they decided to buy the house and maintain its 1906 character, and it turned out beautifully.
Typically you have some of the similar challenges with older houses. A 1906 building, and when you take apart a part of the house, you discover things that you didn't think were there, and just working through that process of getting everything to flow nicely.
So it became a unique mechanical system which basically uses radiant cooling and heating. It's probably only the second time it's done in America, in the United States, and it works flawlessly. So that was a good thing.
We partnered with Encon to install the radiant heating and cooling system, which is in the ceilings here. It's a very unique system.
It almost sounds counterintuitive to have cooling in the ceiling, and so after a lot of research, we decided to do the system, which basically we'll have to work out carefully because of the lighting in between the loops. Everything was done perfectly.
Scott also played an integral role in the heating and cooling system.
Scott Gunzy was a wonderful person, a great electrician to work with, and he is very, very pleased with the outcome of this project, and he's doing 2 other major projects for us now. So there are all these loops in the ceiling, and the lighting fixture has to go perfectly in between the loops, but also the lighting fixture had to be coordinated with the size of the room, so it couldn't be like 3 feet from one side and 2 feet from the other. So the loops had to be worked out perfectly, and the lighting was put inside the loops. The other thing that we did is we had beautiful custom windows and doors made to replicate the existing that are insulated, so that which have roll down screens. So all of these little things added together make it a unique home, which they can probably use for the next 50 years without making any changes.
I think one of the unique things about the house is the using the exterior stone on the inside. So for example, in the office here, this existing stone was once the outside of the house, and we brought that in and reused it again. Similarly, in the kitchen, the range wall in the hood, that stone was the outside face of the building.
I think there were arches over here. I'm not exactly quite sure. On the other part of it, we transferred the arches over here, and I think it was the client who actually drove the arches, if I'm not wrong. I drove the skylight, he drove the arches, and it was a very good team effort.
In the family room, we went with a 2-story space, nice tall ceilings, open windows, open doors opening out onto the family porch, onto the pool.
The magical family porch.
The magical family porch, right? The breeze, cross breeze across the way. Beautiful view looking out onto the that side of the property.
And,
That was nice
and
view.
also the way the family room porch is designed, it overlooks the pool, but when you're in the family room, you don't see the pool or pool house. So that when it's in winter time and it's not a pool cover, you don't really see it. In the middle of the summer, you go and sit over there, you feel it's air conditioned. The cross breed is incredible. Somehow we didn't design it that way; it just happened that way.
We take on all kinds of projects. I don't think we have a preference of new versus old or renovation versus starting from scratch. I think Dinyar might like the renovation type projects.
They're all exciting. Each project is like a child. So if you ask me, which is your favorite project, I'll ask you, which is your favorite child?
Hi, my name is Joyce Sardo. I'm with Fordham Marble Company. We're a 105-year-old fabrication company located in Bridgeport, Connecticut and Stamford, Connecticut. We're here to talk about the kitchen counters that Dinyar Wadia selected with his client. The first thing we found right out in front were the quartzite slabs. The client fell in love with them. Dinyar liked them also. So we designed the whole kitchen around these quartzite slabs. We picked 2 very large slabs for these islands. The stone is harder than a marble, not as hard as a granite, looks like a marble, acts like a granite, and has a lot of crystalline effect to it, which will bring the coloration of the outside into the kitchen. The process of fabricating and designing the kitchen decided that we would put a full height backsplash in the kitchen that would carry the stone up underneath the upper cabinets. Therefore, when you look out the window, the natural stone appears to just flow right outside. Take a look at the hidden outlets in the countertops. A lot of my clients love the butler's pantry, and here's why. If you're entertaining and you want all your countertops to look perfect in the kitchen, you can hide some of the behind-the-scenes work in the butler's pantry, and it still looks great. So in addition, we supplied all the flooring, all the wall tile in all the bathrooms, all of the countertops, keeping in mind that the client had 2 children, a large family, and did a lot of entertaining.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Barta, and I'm here with Bender Plumbing, one of the sponsors of New Canaan House Tours. Bender's been in business since 1946. It's a 4th-generation company. Our showrooms are located in Norwalk, New Haven, Waterbury, and Hartford. This home is perfectly suited to incorporate traditional designs and some new contemporary takes. The master bath is adorned by faucets and tub filler by Roll. The master tub is by Hydra Systems, and the style is the Liberty. This tub is inspired by Philadelphia's Liberty Bell. The master shower has several features, including a rain head from the ceiling, 2 shower heads, body sprays, a hand shower on a slide rail, and a steam unit. The master shower has a his and her DTV system that allows each bather to enjoy their own experience individually. If he likes it hot and she likes it cold, they can each adjust their temperature separately. The kitchen faucets that were chosen for this home are by KWC. They were chosen by their low profile and clean minimalistic look. The bar faucet in the office is by Delta as part of their Trinsic collection in the beautiful champagne bronze finish. Bender's goal is to offer obtainable luxury decorative plumbing fixtures.
Hi, I'm Greg Wyant. I'm the Director of Operations with Grand Entrance Gates. I've been with the company now since 2012, and we're located in Mount Kisco, New York. Our specialty is driveway gates. On this project, we installed 2 sets of our handmade custom mahogany wood entrance gates. We make all of our wooden gates the old school way, all mortise and tenon, adjoined with West System epoxy, tried and true, the same way that old barns were made, in a sense. They last a very long time outdoors. The gate was designed by Varnia Associates, which is a traditional New England style driveway gate. The automation controls that we use are hydraulic based. It's pretty much the most reliable, best bang for the buck system you can put in. I mean, they're pretty much workhorses all year round. Increasingly more in newer installations, especially with newer homes that are big into the smart home automation systems. We are starting to use smart home call boxes, if you will, ones that are equipped with an app and a video camera, that give you that Ring doorbell experience, if you will. We work hand in hand with security contractors, audiovisual installers, and other smart home dealers on most of the installations we do nowadays, as integrating the gates as part of the client's home system is more important now than ever. Undoubtedly, putting a set of driveway gates is going to be a big investment for your home. However, it's probably more important now than ever, offering added security, safety, and comfort for your family and loved ones, as well as offering a grand entrance for your home.
As co-chairs of this year's tour, Emily Hanlon and Leslie Cowsley, we are so excited to invite you to join us on Thursday, May 27th to tour some very special places. We have a modern barn, a rooftop terrace, and a restored chapel, and so much more.
In order to continue to support the work that New Canaan Cares does for our community and schools, free of charge, we invite you to purchase tickets for the in-person component of our home tour, aptly named Outdoor Spaces in Quarantine Places.
New Canaan is a very special place with wonderful traditions. Especially during difficult times, please remember that New Canaan Cares is here for us and is an invaluable resource for our community.
We could not do what we do without the support of local businesses. Now more than ever, they need our support. Please shop local, and when you do, don't forget to mention New Canaan Cares.